So today I bring you the fifth part of the Squid Game series, so let's get to today's story. Aftermath of the tug-of-war game. The episode picks up right after the dramatic tug-of-war game, where Gi-hun's team barely managed to survive. Their strategy, led by Il-nam, worked well, and with Sang-woo's quick thinking, they won. But their victory comes at a cost. On the other end of the rope, another team falls to their deaths. As they catch their breath, their bodies shake from exhaustion and fear. The platform retracts, and the winners slowly walk back to the dormitory. The reality of the games becomes even clearer. Teamwork means life or death, and every game is a battle to the end. Se-byok, the pickpocket, remains cold and distant, but her relief is obvious. Ali, ever the kind-hearted one, is grateful to be alive, thanking Gi-hun and the others for their teamwork. Meanwhile, Il-nam, the old man, smiles, seeming oddly unfazed by the brutality of what just happened. Nightfall in the dormitory. Paranoia and fear back in the dormitory, everyone is exhausted, but there is little time to rest. Gi-hun's team knows that another massacre could happen overnight, just like the previous night, when players turned on each other. Sang-woo suggests taking turns staying awake to keep watch. Tensions rise in the room. Dae-ok-soo, the violent gangster, knows that his team is now a major target since they showed their strength in the tug-of-war match. He grows paranoid, warning his followers to stay alert. Han Min-yo, the manipulative woman who once allied with him, starts sensing his growing distrust. She tries to stick close to him, but Dae-ok-soo pushes her away, making it clear that their previous partnership meant nothing. Meanwhile, Se-byok remains quiet, observing everyone. She seems particularly aware of Sang-woo's behavior as his cold and calculating nature becomes more apparent. Gi-hun, however, still tries to maintain some optimism, comforting Il-nam, who appears disoriented. Despite their precautions, the night is long and tense. Every sound could be an attack. Some players stay awake out of pure fear, knowing that anyone could betray them. Jun-ho's investigation, uncovering the secrets of the game. Meanwhile, the undercover police officer, Jun-ho, continues his secret investigation. Still disguised as a guard, he carefully navigates through the facility, trying not to raise suspicion. He sneaks into the front man's office, where he finds a massive archive of past game records. Flipping through files, he realizes that the Squid Game has been running for decades, possibly since the 1980s. He even finds records of past winners, though their fates remain unknown. Then, shockingly, he discovers his brother's name in one of the records, indicating that his brother was a previous contestant. As Jun-ho processes this shocking discovery, the frontman begins to suspect that something is wrong. He orders a search for an imposter among the guards. Jun-ho realizes he is running out of time. The organ trafficking scandal, the frontman's ruthless judgment. At the same time, another secret within the facility is exposed. A group of corrupt guards, working with player 111, a doctor, has been secretly harvesting organs from dead players to sell on the black market. In exchange for his help, they have been feeding the doctor information about the upcoming games, giving him an unfair advantage. However, the frontman discovers this conspiracy. He gathers all those involved and executes them in a brutal fashion, emphasizing that the most important rule of the game is fairness. He states coldly that everyone must have an equal chance. No one can cheat, not even the guards. This moment reinforces a disturbing truth. Despite the illusion of fairness, the system is still controlled by those in power. Daytime, players prepare for the next game. As the next day begins, the remaining players are exhausted, both physically and emotionally. They line up for food, but tensions continue to rise. When a player doesn't receive a meal, an argument breaks out. Deoksu seizes the opportunity to assert his dominance, attacking and killing the player in broad daylight. The guards do nothing. This moment makes it clear the games themselves may have rules, but outside of the official games, it's survival of the fittest. Han Minyo, having been rejected by Deoksu earlier, watches him closely. She realizes she needs to find a new way to ensure her survival. Meanwhile, Gi-hun's team becomes even more determined to stick together. They discuss strategies for the upcoming games, knowing that the challenges will only get deadlier. Sang-woo, however, grows more distant, clearly calculating his own survival over the group's welfare. Se-byok secretly reveals to Gi-hun that she managed to sneak around the facility and gather information. She suspects the next game will involve some sort of selecting process, but she isn't sure what it will be. The episode ends with the players being called in for the next round, stepping into an unknown challenge, while Jun-ho desperately tries to avoid capture and escape with the secrets he has uncovered. Closing thoughts, themes of the episode. Survival versus morality. Players like Sang-woo and Deoksu show different approaches to survival, one through strategy, the other through brute force. Fairness and control. The frontman's strict enforcement of fair play contrasts with the reality that the system is still designed to benefit those in power. Growing alliances and betrayals. The group dynamics shift, with some players forming strong bonds while others prepare to betray their allies. So, see you in part 6. Have a good day, everyone. Subscribe, like, comment, and share now.